Hello, everyone on the internet who's watching this right now. Yes, that's you, the person watching this right now. Strangely enough, because that's obviously what you're doing. It's been a little while since I've last posted a video. I have actually got a couple of things going into the editing process right now. I just haven't finished them yet. So I thought I'd do a quick one based on this little thing that I picked up at the shops earlier today. It's supposed to be a science museum thing. Supposedly it's a putty alien. It's asking you to take it to your soft and squishy leader, which kind of suggests it has rather bad ideas for our leaders. Mind you, if it can make David Cameron soft and squishy, that would suit me just fine. Let's see, it's make aliens that change shape when you're not looking. That actually sounds quite ominous. Let's see what's on the back. Science putty alien. Mold your alien out of the science putty, and it will seem as solid as a statue, but when you look away you will find it slowly melts into a puddle. That's because science putty is a non-Newtonian fluid that acts like a solid when you mould it, but becomes more liquid when you stop handling it. Oh dear, that sounds like I should be wearing gloves. Putty imports allow you to make an infinite number of different aliens who all look as if though they're some sort of orange turd with green bits. Give them scaly skin using the hands as stamps. That's an idea. Watch as your aliens change shape, then start again. It gives you the contents, tells you it's not suitable for children because of small parts, which may represent a choke. Has it may? May? You're telling me something that small isn't going to choke a child? Or may not choke a child? I think it certainly would choke a child. Actually, looking at those eyes and the general shape that they've twisted that into, if you're familiar with the online webcomic series Schlock Mercenary, Sergeant Schlock looks a bit like that, but just all brown and like a giant brown turd. And of course the famous logo, you all know who's responsible for that particular phrase of popularity. Let's open it up, shall we? Let's see now, set it on the side. That was easy. That bit fell off. You've got bits and pieces that fall off all over the place. You've got at least 3 different eyes, 2 things here I suppose that the eyes are supposed to go into, hands, connecting bits, a mouth that can either be severely broken as if though somebody's crossed the mafia or something, or just some buck-toothed inbred cretin. Hands look nice and detailed enough. Just drop that one deliberately and just take a look at the... It's a good, nice, solid piece of plastic, and that's got a suitable amount of bend to it, so you can presumably, you can shorten it like that, you can lengthen it, you can presumably pose it and watch it just sort of straighten out. Let's just see. Put the hands in like that. Oh, E.T. Not quite. I suppose you would just put those in there like that, and that gives you some sort of peg to hold everything in place. Yes, that looks appropriate enough, I suppose. And then the same sort of thing with these eyes, which don't seem to want to actually stick together too well. Oh, there you go, a lot easier that time. Oh look, it's a boggle eye thing, so you turn it around like that, you make it shake and it does that. And same thing, I suppose you could probably forego actually connecting this to that. You could probably put that on that, yes, that's exactly what it's designed to do. Except it doesn't want to stay in that well. Well, it's obviously designed to go in there, but it's not particularly a solid connection. Let's see, I'm trying to get it in the bottom like that, in the bottom. Make your own joke there. It just doesn't want to know. Alright, we'll forego that, we'll put that on there like this. Bit of a disappointment, because that would have looked, well, it would have looked quite weird on a stalk, but there you go. There's those alien bits and pieces, looking about as alien as they're going to get, with the amount of effort I can be bothered to put in there. And then we've got the goo, and there's instructions on it, which, let's just see, keep away from all clothes, hairs and fabric, including carpet. Sounds pretty may stick to these permanently. Oh, gee, thanks. Yeah, so keep away from carpets. You may wonder why I'm using a drawing board as a base when I've got a sort of carpeted surface here. It's exactly because of things like this and the potential risk they pose. The longer the putty is on the surface, the more difficult it will be to remove. So it's basically just instructions on how to not do silly things. I think it even mentions WD-40 to loosen the putty. Alcohol may damage the fabric. Try using WD-40 to loosen the putty. For both methods, there's a risk of staining, so it's best to do a spot test on an invisible part of the fabric. Yeah, so that's cleaning instructions in case you've been silly enough to actually get the stuff on a carpeted surface. And here I am, holding this in front of you, wondering what's the best way to... there we go. So they give you a non-Newtonian fluid that can potentially damage your carpet. Let's see what that looks like. Well, it was never going to stay the same shape as the container for long, because let's face it, people are going to end up playing around with it. Not sure if the camera's going to pick this up. I can't see it in the viewfinder, but with the naked eye I can usually see little white dots. Yes, you can just about see them when I get them closer. Little white dots all over the place, and they're on the back as well, on the sides. It doesn't feel unpleasant anyway. I was expecting it to sort of be sticky and slimy, and while it is a little sticky, that's about it. There's nothing else to really report there. So there you go, there's my little ball of orange glue. Now when I look through the viewfinder, I don't know if this is going to pick up and show up on the video on YouTube or anything like that, but when I do this, it might just be a trick of the light, but it ends up sort of looking like my hands are illuminated. I don't see that when I look at it with the naked eye though. That's a bit odd. Anyhow, let's just have a funny little shape here, and then see what we can do. We'll stick an arm in there, we'll stick another arm in there for vague symmetry. I'll put a mouth there just for the sake of it. Whoops. The next one, jumping eyes. One of the eyeballs has actually came loose altogether. He's actually lost an eye now. I'll just see if I can put that back in. It might just be a design flaw with that particular... Yeah, it probably is, because that does not feel secure in the least. And we'll just see if that sticks. We'll see if that sticks. I cracked myself up. And there we go. Young Filmer what's it? Who's going to fall over because I've made him too top heavy. Oh well. There you go. I'll just put him a bit more central. And just try to stick him down in place a bit more. There. Let's see if I can figure out the zoom on this thing. Oh, he's falling over, he's falling over, he's falling over. And he's supporting himself. Slightly. Oh, he's going to fall over again. Well, I see what they mean about non-Newtonian. Well, actually, I don't see what they mean about non-Newtonian, because as far as I'm aware, it is obeying the laws of gravity. It is falling over because it's too top-heavy. You lie to me, Science Museum people. You lie to me. Well, that's that, I suppose. He now looks sort of deflated and dead, and could very well be part of an alien autopsy now. Well, if you've seen anything like that before, give me a line, in the comments below. My hands are going to look absolutely gigantic since I've got it so zoomed in. Comment below, like, subscribe and so on. All that stuff if you've actually liked what you've seen here. Well, I'll wish you all a good day, and adieu. Adieu. Just on a side note, how the hell am I supposed to keep this thing safely secured? I mean, it's an alien. It's a potential dangerous creature. Isn't that a potential flight risk? And doesn't it want to meet my leader?